you what?
That would be the same as having a 60-watt light bulb on for 10 hours.
Put it up again if you want to.
Yeah?
Yep.
0.6 per kilowatt hour is a 60-watt light bulb on for 10 hours. That's the amount of energy it takes to make a can of Coke. Yeah?
60-watt light bulb, 10 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got, and for the newspapers, that figure is based on if you had a newspaper every day plus all the junk mail that comes with the paper or comes through your letterbox. I think that's, well, 2 kilowatt hours. So that's 20 100-watt light bulbs on for 10 hours, just to the power that is required to make that newspaper and all that junk mail. Quite often because it's very glossy paper. And it's assuming it's a big newspaper like a broadsheet rather than a sort of, you know, the Sun or something. So the only reason we can have this stuff is because that power comes from fossil fuels. Yeah? Because that's trapped energy, sunlight, buried bazillions of years ago, and it's incredibly energy intensive. So what we worked out was how much energy it would take if you had to generate the power yourself. And so the example was a bicycle powered generator. Now in a bicycle powered generator you can generate a fit cyclist could maybe generate 200 to 300 watts if it was a very efficient one, but he wouldn't be able, or she wouldn't be able to do it for very long because that's really going some. So we estimated 70 watts, which would be a steady cycle that you might be able to keep up for a while. So it's like, how long would you have to cycle to keep generating that power continuously to get these items, okay? So if you bought a new car every 15 minutes, which people might do, every day, how long would you have to cycle to generate the original power that was embodied in that car? Yeah? So before you could have your car, you would have to cycle every day for 15 years, how many hours, in order to get your car? Similarly, if you bought a can of Coke, how many hours would you have to cycle for to generate the power that was required to make the can of Coke in the first place? Yeah? Right. So that's the quiz, and these are the choices, and there's clues on the board. So this is in hours cycled at a steady pace to generate 70 watts. Okay, so you can guess which one.
Well, this one's going to be a car.
Well, you've got all your stuff as well. That's like everything if you were an average person who had a car and a computer and drank several cans of Coke or whatever, so all your stuff, you reckon that's going to be that. So basically, that's every day. To generate the power for all your stuff, you would have to cycle for 28 days. So obviously it can't be done. So you would have to have 28 friends to come around and cycle 24 hours a day to generate all the power that was required to make all your stuff. It's a car share. So everybody needs 28 friends if they're going to have all the average person's stuff, which just goes to show that it can't be done. 200
hours, it's bound to be the car.
Got to be the car. So that's okay. Whoops, I'll put that actually on. Yeah. Okay. So that's the car. Yeah.
Next is going to be the computer. 35.
So the computer's for 35.
Yeah. The newspaper for 28.
Yeah. And then you've got the other two. Does any of those surprise you? That's correct, yes. I did put clues in. Do any of those surprise you?
Can's more difficult, you know. How could a can take, what is it,
0.6 kilowatt hours.
So that's about 5 cans gives you a computer.
Oh, well that's every day for 2 years. That's just one off for 1 can.
Right.
So that is every day for 2 years for your computer. That's a one-off for 1 can.
Oh, so that's over the lifetime of it?
Yeah, it's over the lifetime of the computer every day.
Yeah.
But that's over the lifetime of the can because you only use the can once.
Yeah.
If you recycle the can, it's because it is very energy intensive because it's aluminium, which is incredibly energy intensive to mine.
Yeah.
If you recycle the can, because you're not having to take the aluminium out of the ground again, it does help to save it. but there is still energy embodied in recycling. So it's not a complete win-win, but it does help. So you can reduce some of these by about half by recycling. So recycling is a good thing when it comes particularly to scarce and difficult to obtain resources. So it says in the book anyway.
Brilliant, good example.
So yeah, but I thought that was extraordinary because I thought, paper trees, no, you know. But I think it's the production. It's like all that glossy stuff. I can't remember. I think it doesn't include transport. Transport for all of these things is added on because transport's really difficult to estimate. But it does add on. There are figures in this book for transport overall. You can read that for free on the internet. It's www.withouthotair.com, and you can download it for free as well. It's amazing.